everybody. I just wanted quickly to talk about this rotations, especially when we talk about 90 degrees rotations, 180 degrees rotations. It's really important. This is part of your uh, first lesson. So just very quick think about the definitions. Now, when we have 90 degrees clockwise rotations, clockwise is the direction the hands on clock turn. Counterclockwise will be the opposite of the direction of the hands on the clock turn. So when we talk about clockwise and counterclockwise, make sure you're following the same directions. Or in other words, clockwise will be when we're going this direction over the clock, and counterclockwise will be when we go through the opposite direction, this direction. So those are the difference, clockwise, counterclockwise, first thing. All right, now words that I want you to try to understand. You don't need to memorize, definitely you can write them down. So to rotate a point, 1 point, 90 degrees clockwise, you switch the coordinates of the point, so x and y coordinates switch, then you multiply the new y coordinate by -1. So this is the very important rule to know, okay, or to write down. So if I have a point 5 and 1, I know those are x and y coordinates. First thing, you want to switch those. So now 1 becomes x variable, 5 becomes y variable. Notice how I switch the numbers. And next step will be, we need to multiply y coordinate times -1. So we multiply this times -1. And my new coordinates, x is 1 and y will be -5. So in order to clockwise 90 degrees 1 point, this is the steps you have to do. And once you have your new point, you will be able to graph it. Next thing will be the clockwise rotation. So when we have a clockwise rotation, what's happening? To rotate the point clockwise, or going backwards, switch the coordinates. So again we switch the coordinates, and this time instead of y we multiply x coordinate by 1. So here's what we do. Those are x and y, we switch those. 4 becomes x and 3 becomes y. And they say this time multiply x coordinate, which is 4, times -1. So my new coordinates will be -4 for x and 3 for y. That is the second important rule when we have 90 degrees switch or change rotation of point. If you have 180 degrees rotation, the only rule you gotta remember is that you need to multiply both coordinates by -1. So if I have point -3 and 5, for example, what do? I multiply both by -1, so my new coordinates will be +3 and -5. And we switch their places. This is what it's called 180 degrees rotations. Well, pretty much I think that's all. Those are the major rules and things that you gotta remember to complete your examples. Feel free to ask questions. I will be around to help. Thank you for watching the video.